to kick off for Las Vegas.
Bitter rivals going back to their AFL days in the 1960s. The Chiefs and Raiders are underway.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
The first carry now. This is Williams. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
A gain of 14.
Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Williams. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass, you don't often see a cornerback making tackles in the backfield. But he's playing run all the way here.
$13 yards remaining on 2nd down.
Now here's Mahomes. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
It's the former number 4 overall pick, Cleveland Ferrell, that got in there to bring him down.
Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20.
They're not even trying to do anything.
All the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Number 10.
Tyreek Hill, 76 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take a 1st quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted.
The kick is
Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. to throw. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. A quick pass out to Aguilar. And he'll be taken down, but not before it gets into enemy territory. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
10 at the 49-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Carr. Man open, it's Darren Waller. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Again, they'll throw with Carr. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. First carry for Josh Jacobs. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Their own 20-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out right at the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
1st down, Chiefs.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chiefs 7, Raiders nothing.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run it with Williams. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Marcus Joyner on the tackle. A 3-yard gain on the play. brings up third down.
On third down, here's Williams. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on fourth down.
3 yards. It's now fourth down.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. Got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
Kansas City.
Here's a carry for the fullback. That's Anthony Sherman. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the Raiders' 48-yard line.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. On second down, Williams. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
And it's third down.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Made at the 36-yard line.
Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes gets this one to Hill. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Complete.
Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
First down, Chiefs.
Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Sherman, the fullback. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
4. And it's 3rd.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half.
A 30-yard attempt.
And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Final shot here before half for Carr. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Carr now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jacobs. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 41-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. And this is incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Second down and 10.
Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. Oh, look at that. A diving catch. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
To me, there's nothing like watching rookie effort in the NFL. So excited to be there. They're going to give you the max on each and every play, aren't they?
Well, he proved himself on that catch, that's for sure.
I think he may have proved himself to the point where he's going to get a second here.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Quick throw, it's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? They were able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Carr. Intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone, possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And now look at him go. He's at the 40, the 20. And he will be taken down deep in Las Vegas territory. A huge play there on the screen pass. 82 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. Mahomes gets it out quickly, and it's complete out wide. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes finding Tyreek Hill. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6. Always important to get the first score in the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Offense set to get this drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Throwing again. Carr. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
10 at the 44-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Carr. He's intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their 35-yard line. And right away, he'll look to throw. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Final pick in this year's first round. This is Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On second down now, it's Williams. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Again, it's Williams. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's now 4th down.
Andy Reid, some say always unpredictable, and here he says we're going for it on 4th down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That's to his running back, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Williams. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the chief linemen might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Mahomes quickly complete out wide. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes finding Tyreek Hill. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood? They went into this one ahead of time, and maybe they're seeking some revenge, or they just don't like them. But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 36 yards on the play.
39-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Rashad Breeland there defensively and able to knock that one down to the ground. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr, he lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
Down and 10.
Again, it's Carr. Almost intercepted it. He's forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a fourth pick of the game. And now fourth down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Carr to throw for it on fourth down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. We are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Las Vegas Raiders. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Over 1st and 10. at their own 21-yard line.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Carolina Panthers. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
29-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch him work, watch him hate, watch him work. Can't relate. Watch him dirt out the mud, out the dirt, the water waters in the murk, out the gate, on site.
Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
Show it up. 36. Ankle. 25. Check 25. Run up. He's coming in motion. Hey. Check.
Now a first carry for their fullback. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
Watch twins.
On first down, Carson. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Derek Brown.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's got this down to the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
35th power. Check nipple. Check 24. Check 24.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 20-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
20-yard line.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
At the 18-yard line.
Again, Wilson. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. Wilson's a minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was
open is Olsen. He's got it. Touchdown, Seahawks. Greg Olsen there to make the grab. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. Let's make no bones about it. On paper, they're the better team. They're at At home, that's a strong opening drive.
And just think how many times we've seen this type of a matchup. Just what you said, better team at home should steamroll them. And we've seen it go the other way. Sometimes, though, they buy into it and understand we are the better team. Let's go out and prove it right now.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
Kickoff for Seattle.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Bridgewater and the Panthers going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Bridgewater into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Well, you're already down on the scoreboard, and now, Charles, you go out there, very first play, throw the interception. That defense, they're going to have to bow up.
Yeah, let's see how they handle this, because we always talk about reverting back to what you practice. When you practice these situations, it's called sudden change. You don't expect to be out there this fast, but you are. Do you go out there with poise, or do you go out there with panic? Panic could get you scored on again.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
The tackle by
Jeremy Chin there defensively.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Panthers' 24-yard line.
On second down, it's Carson, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
On the
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
brings up 3rd
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Burris. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
A gain of 14. And a Panther first down. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Seahawks 6, Panthers nothing.
First down throw for Bridgewater. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
First down, Carolina.
And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. So that'll back him up 5. From the gun, Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. Bridgewater again. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. Off to Thomas on the left side. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. A first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Now Bridgewater, quick throw out wide to Samuel. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seahawks 12-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
The tackle made by Jordan.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness. Just about got him into the end zone.
At the 2-yard line.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming.
3rd and less than a yard.
Sneak, it's Bridgewater, and he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers. Teddy Bridgewater taking it in, and the Panthers have tied this game up. They can take the lead with the extra point. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6.
The score: Panthers 7, Seahawks 6. Joey Sly to kick off for Carolina.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
We on now. 31's the mic. Hey, 0-0-0. Let's go, D. Let's go.
On first down, Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cornelder. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Over first and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Complete. Intended for Chris Manhurst. It leads to 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Jason Myers to kick off.
The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now a run with McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Bobby Wagner in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Let's go, let's bring it. Check, 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 check. Look low, look low, look low.
Bridgewater to throw it. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas.
Bridgewater's pass.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
A pickup of 15 yards. But it's
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got room. Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Carolina.
on the carry.
Christian McCaffrey, 53 yards. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic. and take it to the house? Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On first down, it's Smith. Eluding, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Brian Burns able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. A shotgun snap for Smith. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Troy Pride. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
They'll take over.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Bridgewater on first down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Christian McCaffrey. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now Joey Sly for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6.
Makes the score Panthers 21, Seahawks 6. Joey Sly to kick off for Carolina.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Second and 10. It's Wilson again. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Check 50. Check 50.
From the gun, here's Smith. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. Throwing again. Smith. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 34-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Intended for Tyler Lockett. Incomplete. Eli Apple on the coverage.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Smith. And his throw is incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it'll bring up third down.
Brings up third down and 10.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To the air again, Smith. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
31's the mic. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Too quick, too quick. 31's the mic. Here we are.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brian Burns. And the Panthers will get the football back. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. First down, Bridgewater. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
So the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9.
Check, check. Fresno. Delta. Check. Check hot route. Hot. Check your hot read. Kill. Turn it up. Kill.
Now Bridgewater. He's going to air one out for Anderson. This is caught inside the 15.
Bridgewater's
A big play there for Carolina. 53 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
From the red zone now, Bridgewater. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
4 yards to go on second down from the 7.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Working with a 2nd and 4.
To the air again with Bridgewater. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver there, Ian Thomas, and it's 3rd and 4.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And again, it's Bridgewater. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
We got 13. We got 3. 31's the mic. Come on, come on.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Hey, 0. Come on now. Hey, check. Hey, check my 30.
Throwing again, Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up
The Seahawks on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football.
2 veterans there, Wilson to Olsen for a Seattle 1st down.
And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Trey Boston. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. He's going to look deep for more. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Third and short yardage. Bridgewater. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, 31 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Panthers offense cashes in with 6. So on third and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, check. 3 down. 31's the mic. Go. 31's the mic. I got it. 4 down. So, 40.
To throw again, Wilson. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
31's the mic.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Touch 50. Hey, 0.
Throwing again here, Wilson. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
50 seconds. 50 seconds to mic. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Now Wilson on first down. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett.
Right down there.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett, 43 yards. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Off the option, that's complete. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further.
28, Seahawks 14. Jason Myers to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Bridgewater here to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Bridgewater. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, two-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet.
He's checking credit. 31's the mic. You.
On 1st down, Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Justin Burris, and he's able to get it back.
Wow, he's doing it bad.
the main stage with the mainframe. Loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. There's a scene a short time ago the Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up
with the Washington football team. It's the Battle of the Beltway. Baltimore and Washington are underway. This one as it's through the... end zone for a touchback.
On first down, it's Smith. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it.
Smith's pass.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. From the 50, it's Smith. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
A gain of 21.
Pretty good start there on plays 1 and 2.
And not discriminating at all, is he? Make sure he's spreading it around on the first 2 throws of the game. 2 different parts of the field as well.
Smith on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and now it's second down.
Second and 10.
Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10. Throwing again, Smith. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
At the 2-yard line.
And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
From the 2, here's first and goal.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed.
Extra bulk up front for second and inches. 3 tight ends.
They'll try to run this one in.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
J.D. McKissick taking it in.
And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive.
Extra point.
It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
This Washington 7, Ravens nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
Take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at the 34.
And from the shotgun, he'll throw.
A short throw caught by Andrews. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 37.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Ingram. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on third down.
Jackson from the shotgun. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore.
45-yard line.
Jackson on first down. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by... These guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
First and 10.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start first and 10. This pass into the arms of Snead, and he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, Jackson escaping the pressure right. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Washington 7, Ravens nothing.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ingram. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. Caught right side, it's Snead. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 16 yards on that one, and a Raven first. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there, but it's going to be second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Pass from Jackson, complete to Ingram. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. And Jackson throwing once more. And he's got Snead. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Jackson to Snead that time. First down, Baltimore.
10 at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. Again, Jackson. Throw left side complete. It's Ingram. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. Throwing again on second down. Jackson. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Ryan Kerrigan. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the gun, Jackson going to throw deep for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Intercepted.
Second straight drive now here. Interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
After the interception, here's Smith. The throw taken in by Sims. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. A carry now for McKissick. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Washington ball carrier. He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Smith. He'll go underneath with this one to McKissick. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
J.D. McKissick.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Smith. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
First down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st and 10, Smith. Going for it all. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He uncorks it for Snead, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now Jackson on 1st down. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Ryan Kerrigan, his 2nd sack of the night.
3-yard line.
He's going deep for Brown. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And he will be brought down as
time has now run out on this first half of action. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was looking for Mark Ingram there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. To throw again, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Open man here, Sims, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards there on a Washington first.
First down.
On first down, it's Smith. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Smith now to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. An 11-yard touchdown. And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game, so they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Fields this way up at the 17. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
46-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense.
It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. On 2nd down, Ingram. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
He was brought down at the
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Ingram again. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Well, it's not time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Jackson. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore 1st down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Pass intended for Mark Ingram. Incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, fire like dragon. Man, I'm flying.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. That's out to the left and complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down.
Single. Ready? Ready, shot.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. This is caught, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead, 32 yards, and the Ravens have cut it to within a score. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it, having that kind of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Looking long for Thomas. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Second and 10, Smith again. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
On 1st down, Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Smith. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Smith on 1st down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They will run it. It's McKissick. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Smith. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Now Smith toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively. It got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 37 yards.
10 at the 38-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Single.
Jackson to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson steps away. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
And that's caught inside the 35. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now, Smith. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
Smith. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Intended for J.D. McKissick. It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Smith now to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Fabian Moreau, and that will write a finish to this ball game.
Tonight's finals, Washington 17.
So it's Washington getting the victory here. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Baltimore, good night, everybody.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got the brains and the range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, you could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to